Hey guys, welcome back. Today I put the ultimate guide on the best rune farms in early game, mid game and late game. Also make sure to like and subscribe, it really helps the channel. It also lets me know that you enjoy videos like this. For the early game farm you're going to get around 9,135 runes per minute. The way you do it is by going to the Site of Grace. This is a pretty early game rune farm, so you can try this as soon as you spawn in. Now when you're at the Site of Grace, follow me down this hill. Then this ball is going to spawn. Once it spawns, circle around it and the ball will fall off the edge each time. Each time you do this, you're going to get 3045 runes. Once the ball falls off, run back and rest at the Site of Grace. Then you just repeat it continuously, as many times as you like. If you have the gold pickle foulfoot and the gold scarab, you'll get the maximum amount of runes. If you don't, then you're gonna get a bit less runes. I'll also show you the exact time it took me. I'm counting the time it took me to pop the gold pickle foulfoot and run back to the Site of Grace. But I'm also going to show you another rune farm that's slightly better than this, right after. But this rune farm is really simple to do, and you can get it as soon as you spawn in from the start. For the next rune farm, it's another early game one. You can't do it every minute, but if you get a gold pickle foulfoot and gold scarab, you get 80k per run. And if you don't have any of them, you're still going to get 50k every 3 minutes, which is way better than any other one from the start. You're going to have to go to the Fort Ferret and make sure you're at the Site of Grace. You'll see the dragon lying there, and the good thing is it doesn't attack, so you can just sit back, put on Netflix or YouTube and start farming. For the farming process itself, all you need to do is stand in the exact same spot where I am and start hitting the dragon's leg with the bleed weapon. I'm using the Reduvia, but with anything with bleed or decent damage will work. The dragon has a lot of health, but since it doesn't move or fight back, all you need to do is just keep attacking the leg until it dies. It's that simple. When it's on low health, pop your gold pickle foulfoot, then kill it. Once it's dead, mount your horse and ride back to the Site of Grace as fast as possible. Once you reach the Site of Grace, rest at it. This way the dragon won't die, but you're going to get the runes. And that's how the farm works. And it's definitely one of the easiest and most laid back in the game. And it also gives the most runes in the early game. The mid-game farm. For this farm, we're heading to Morgwyn's Palace, which you can reach after completing various quests. If you've done that already, you should have access to Morgwyn's Palace. That's where the farming happens. Follow this path to go up the hill, and at the top there's a Site of Grace. Once you're at the Site of Grace Palace, the farm is pretty simple. The best part about this is that you only need a bow and arrow. You won't be fighting hordes of enemies or worrying about any complex setup. So to start, stand here on the edge of this cliff. You'll see this bird walking around. All you need to do is shoot the bird off the map. You don't need any special weapons or magic, just a bow and arrow. Aim at the bird and shoot it. If you miss, then just try again. Once the bird falls off, you should get around 17,219 runes. That's how much I got on my first playthrough. But if you're on New Game Plus, stick with the late game farm, because it will give you millions of runes per minute. When I tested this, I was using the gold pickle foulfoot and gold scarab. But if you don't have them, you're still going to get a good amount of runes. After you shoot the bird off, just run back to the Site of Grace and rest at it. That will just reset everything, and then the bird would spawn back. Just repeat the process, it's pretty simple and quick, and you can easily farm runes while doing other things. If you can't get the gold scarab, just get the gold pickle foulfoot. It is definitely something you want to use for this farm. If you have one, it will raise your runes by 30%, but even without it, you're still going to get a pretty solid amount of runes every time you do this. This farm is also nice because it doesn't take much time or effort. It's straightforward and perfect for people who don't want to spend too much time grinding, especially in the mid game. Just shoot, rest, and repeat. You can easily farm 80k runes per minute if you're using the right setup. Now for the late game rune farm. For the place where we're going, it's the exact same spot as the bird farm. You'll have to come to Morgwyn's Palace. The way you get this is by doing various quests, the guy who calls you made in this. Once you get to Morgan's Palace, you're going to end up at the Site of Grace. Now for what you're going to do, you're going to need a Sacred Relic Sword. This is the weapon we're going to use to make millions. You get this by defeating the last boss, Elden Beast. Get Gold Scarab to boost your runes by 30%. Get Gold Pickle Foulfoot. This will also stack with the Gold Scarab and make you boost your runes by 50%. With the setup, you should be getting around 200,000 per minute. Make sure you upgrade the Relic Sword so you just one tap them. I didn't, that's why I'm doing the ability a lot of time. The way you do this is by standing at the top of the hill and using the Sacred Relic Sword special ability. If you don't upgrade it, you're going to have to spam it a bit more. But if you upgrade it at around level 7, you should be one-shotting them. Keep in mind I'm doing this on my first playthrough, so the runes I'm getting is on my first playthrough. If you're on New Game Plus, you're going to get a lot more runes than this. Each run should take you around 10 seconds if you one-shot them, and you'll be getting around 40k per run. But there's also another way you can do this and maximize per run. Just keep in mind this is not really necessary, but you can mix it up with the bird farm. So once you use your special ability, pull out your bow and arrow and shoot the bird. Then just rest at the Site of Grace after you're done. And it's that easy. You should be getting around 57k per run. But if you just want to do the simple rune farm, then do what you prefer. And that's it. Thanks for watching till the end. And if you're still here, make sure to leave a like and subscribe so you can see more of my videos. It also lets me know that you enjoy my content. Now see you in the next video.